Yo, it's been a while, but no less, we are back here in the second game of the divisional round of the playoffs against the Jammers. Got my lineup started up already, and let's get going here at Memorial High School Gym.
Sunny day here with you at Memorial. On the court today are the Rattlers and the
Alright, so we don't need that. Just keep popping along, and remember, Pablo Sanchez is on the opposing team. We can't take this team lightly, even though we took them down pretty handily in the last game. So Jacinta with an early steal, and it's nice getting back to this game, playing this for you guys who's on a mini postseason strike apparently. The TV contract wasn't worked out, so we had to renegotiate with TNT to get it all straightened out. So Stretch, come on now. He's picking up 2 early fouls. Throwing the ball away, and that is out of bounds on big old Nicky Winston. Get it off to Jocinda Smith. Setting a moving rub screen there. Jocinda there pops a 12-footer. That one's off the side of the rim. Somehow Vicky Kawaguchi in amongst the trees. Nice turnaround pop off the glass, and that'll fall for 2 points. That's a steal for Vicky. That's a really bad shot. Let's put that one in a rearview mirror. Not in a out of sight even of the rearview mirror. She comes back and then she misses the bunny. So Vicky not shooting a good percentage here in the early going, even though she had 2 opportunities to get herself off with a nice start. And that is a nice shot. Is that Raphael Hendricks? Big guy with a nice shot there. So once again playing on this nice high school gym court. 3 back-to-back three-peat state championships for this high school. That's pretty doggone awesome, considering there's so many schools in each class level in high school. And Jocinda with the steal, Jocinda with a miss. Stretch is there with the rebound, and he's going up strong. Somehow that was a shooting foul, so I'll take it. First one is up, and the first one is way off. Thankfully, it hit something, even though that was only the backboard. And the second one is on its way. That one's not going to go, so we are struggling to put the ball into the net. That's 2 points for us, and I'm a little rusty. I haven't played in about a week and a half, I would say. It's a fair amount of time. And I'm probably going to get it into, get my subs in here in a second when I get the ball again and I don't throw it out of bounds. Pablo Sanchez rises up downtown. No. What? Somehow he gets his own rebound. He gets his own rebound again. How did he get down there? No box out. And apparently there's an invisible stanchion right there that blocked it and knocked it back into play. So we're going to put in Stephanie there and get Ahmed in there. And Ahmed played a pretty good game if I can recall from last time. And he's faster than Pablo Sanchez. My 1-2 punch in the original backyard baseball game. Great 3-4 hitter. 3-4 hitters. And Stephanie with the interception. Height always wins there. And Raphael Hendricks is racking up the fouls early in the early going. So we're not going to have those substitutions as frequently. And that's not a high percentage shot if I've ever seen one. That would be considered out of bounds, I believe. But for some reason they're able to get the rebound. And they drive right to the hoop like nothing was to it. And the thing about the PBA playoffs is once you get to the second round, even in the which is the conference conference championship, excuse me, it's still best 2 out of 3, which I don't think is enough games to decide a conference champion. Personally, I think the conference championship and the final round should be best 3 out of 5. But unfortunately, it's only 2 out of 3. And I believe that one is played either at a college, yeah, something like that, because the final one I know is like played at essentially a pro arena. And nowadays, even some of the NCAA arenas are like NBA arenas. And Vicky gets a shot off to end the quarter and didn't realize it was that low. And we are shooting one of our worst percentages we've shot all year at 46. I'm going to go with this lineup as it is, even though I don't like having 2 guards on the court at the same time. And that is a poor pass. Ahmed Khan deciding to pull up to pick his nose. And that's an easy 2 points for the Jammers. get it right to Pablo. And Vicky Kawaguchi's got to step her game up, get some points for herself, get her up into double digits like she knows where, where she usually is.
Ooh, Sonny girl, that shot was so sweet it gave me a K.
Inbound, Stephanie Morgan gets herself an easy shot, and that's not going to fall. Missing the bunnies left and right, trying to use the glass, but it's not helping us out for some reason. Stephanie with the steal, and she's going to go back. She's going to be aggressive. She's trying to get those points back. She misses again. Vicky's trying to get her hands in there and get a steal. Trying to get in front of Pablo Sanchez. That's a block. That's out on Pablo Sanchez. What defense by Tutu girl, Vicky Kawaguchi, blocking one, and then Pablo Sanchez playing the aggressive move and going for the block shot. So that's our biggest lead of the game. We've doubled them up now. 16-8 here in the early going. That's a steal for Achman. That's an easy shot. That's an easy 2 points for us, and we got ourselves up to a double-digit lead now. And what basketball hoop is raised by chains? I know I've seen wires. This one's by chains. That's awful ancient, or I don't know. That's not ancient. I don't know how to describe it. And Stephanie,
You got it.
just tall enough. She didn't even jump to reach that one, and she's gonna get herself 2 points. There we go. Getting Stephanie the shots that she can hit. We're not hitting the fadeaway 6-footer, I would say, off the glass very well. And this is going to be interesting. Ahmed trying to stay in front of Fast Man. Nobody's doing that. Pablo Sanchez on a mission. Drives past the whole team. So I'm going to call a timeout here. Let's go with a little bigger lineup that'll help us out against Rafael Hendricks. Stretch we're going to put in there, and I'm going to put Joe sitting in and have Stephanie play the guard. Vicky hasn't sat out yet. And Stretch, don't be ball handling next to Pablo. You're scaring me. You are scaring me, and that's why you scared me. So, and that helped me out, Pablo Sanchez. I thank thee for thy decision. And Jocinna Smith is aggressive, and she's got 2 points for herself. She knows how to hit that J. Best inside shooter on the team by far, even though she's got 9 on outside shooting. I would think she's still the best inside game. Up with Stretch, but Stretch doesn't hold on to the ball for very long at times. We want to get it to Jocinna Smith at this point. The body types don't always decide the matchups in this game. It's always whatever happens. If somebody crosses paths with Pablo, even though he's Stretch, he'll be getting guarded by Pablo. And it doesn't matter really much with height unless you're rebounding. As long as you can control the ball and dribble it and not get it stolen so easily, it's going to be tough for some guys to guard you, and I thought that one had a chance. And I'm getting interrupted now, so I'm going to have to see you guys later. I'm going to call a timeout, and then we'll pick this one up back. 18 seconds left in the first half. Okay, now we're back. We are back in the action. And we start off almost very badly there with the steal by Pablo Sanchez, but Stretch has got the wheels today. Surprising us all, surprising even Pablo. We got ourselves a 14-point lead as the seconds tick away. Jocinna's going to pop it from downtown. And she nails it! Our first completed 3 of the season here in the playoffs. And we have a 17-point huge cushion. Look at that, 100% 3-point land. Haven't had that all year. Actually hit one. Beating them on steals. Got the lead on the assists as well. Just edged them out on turnovers. Let's get going with the rest of our game now. And I meant to call a timeout. That is my fault. So we're going to inbound it to Stretch, and I'm going to call a timeout now. I'm not feeling too good with Pablo sequestering me in this corner over here. And I'm going to check the scoreboard, see how my guys are doing in terms of points. Everybody's pretty balanced. Jocinna's out in the lead, obviously. I'm going to keep with this lineup right now. Might as well not change things up. I don't want to get it to Stretch. This time I got it to the better ball handler, the quicker, Stephanie, Bubbles, Morgan. And Stephanie takes it to the rack. No, she doesn't. She brings it back out. And Stretch, you're getting in the way just a little bit there. And we're going to have him work with the ball. Set a little rub. Set a little rub there, Steph. Not happening there. Pablo's not too tired, so he's got the edge on Stretch. And Jocinna outfights whoever that is, and that's a foul on Pablo Sanchez. That is his first foul of the game. And come on, let's get the ball in bounds now. My game's a little jaggedy right now. It's not very smooth, and Pablo is a speedy son of a gun. Even though Josina has 8 on running, 8 on speed, quickness, whatever it is. Pablo must have 10, and he does have 10. But that 2 points is a huge difference, apparently. Almost catching up with Stephanie Morgan. Not quick enough, though, and it's going to be tough for them to overcome the 17-point deficit here. Oh, that's inbounded. That's a steal. Josina's just... She is really living up to the MVP status that she has, I guess, given to herself. Maybe Humongous Entertainment's given to her. Try the corner 3 for Stephanie, and that's way off. That's a perfect pass to Josina, though. And that one's not dropping either, so I was getting a little greedy, it looks like. Not playing my game, and that's a back. So I hope you enjoyed that Norton security update. That was the reason for my game slowing down. It's going to be a couple more minutes before it speeds up again. I just turned on my computer before starting the second half of our game. Just got home from the school. Going to be heading back to the school. We got some good acoustic hand clapping going on right now, though. Josina with the moves. Gets pat, and we had ambiance there for a second. Now we got a bell ringing. Stretch with the deep 2, and that is a huge hack on Pablo Sanchez. He's racking up 2 fouls here in the past minute. And apparently our ball has disappeared all of a sudden. So there we go. Jeez. A lot of technical difficulties. And that's short on the free throw. Haven't been hitting our free throws in our last couple of attempts. The second one is up, and that one's short as well. His legs are getting tired, apparently. And that's a foul on Stretch, a good foul. I was sensing the breakaway. Josina with the steal, and she's going to try to weave in and out of those defenders. I'm going to call a timeout, though. We're in need of that. And I'm going to bring in Ahmed and then Vicky there. Obviously putting Josina down low. And by the way, March Madness technically starts tomorrow with the play-in games. I believe Western Kentucky's playing Mississippi Valley State tomorrow. And then one other one, and I believe on Wednesday as well with a play-in game. You got your Iona playing BYU. You got your South Florida playing California. Yes, and that's, I believe, the play-in games. Josina with the steal. And that's using the glass. The NIT also starts tomorrow, the underappreciated NIT. And back in the day, the NIT actually used to be bigger than the actual NCAA tournament. So it still, in my eyes, means something. Those are still very good teams out there. And even though people only assume that those that make it to the NCAA tournament are good, and sometimes they even think they're bad, when you have your, let's use St. Bonaventure, for example. They're like, who is this school? They probably had an awful season. Everybody thinks that, like, the entire Division I sports participates in the tournament. Okay, if you just subtract the tournament teams, there's still 230 teams in Division I sports that are in basketball for Division I. There's still plenty of talent out there. It's just the best of the best truly is in tournaments. And I don't think people realize that enough. Still, watch the NIT. You still got some good talent in the NIT. It's truth. It's the truth. I'm going to stick with this lineup right now. Try to get Vicky a couple more points. Vicky with a steal. And speaking of points, there's 2 points for her. And then obviously once that'll be done April 2nd. NIT Championships the 29th of March. Just going to be focusing on B-ball. And the MLB season will be starting up soon as well. So let's see if we can keep them below the 20-point barrier. That's going to be difficult to do. Pablo Sanchez probably got 80% of this team's buckets through this game. And, double team does work out, and Pablo Sanchez juking out my, once again, I'm referencing this, my 1-2 punch. And, and once again, Ahmed used the overhead pass. Rookie mistake for you. And now Vicky, we're going to have handled the ball. I swear she stepped out of bounds. And I'm going to get it ahead to Ahmed, who has got the open lane to the hoop. And this time he's going to do something positive for us, and he's going to roll that one up and in. So I'm not going to disclose my bracket picks just because, that's not my thing. I don't like personally talking about really opinionated stuff because when we get in those discussions, unless it's a really intelligent statistic-based rather than opinion-based discussion, I get annoyed kind of. I will say that a number 1 seed is winning the tournament for me. That's all I'm saying. But that number 1 seed is the only number 1 seed that I have in the Final Four. But other than that, I'm going to keep it where it is. Not going to go any deeper than that at this moment. And I do watch a ton of college basketball. That doesn't mean that I know what's going to happen whatsoever. These guys aren't professional athletes. They're still student athletes. Anything can happen in these games. And that one's a low percentage shot. Pablo actually blocked that one, and that's another block. Randolph Blukert, or Raphael Hendricks. I think he's got 14. Wow, she's really picked up the pace here. And I'm probably going to sub in Stretch here in a second. No one's there, Vicky. And between 2 defenders, Pablo Sanchez finds a way, the grease pig, to roll it up, but his legs are failing him. He's getting a little short. And 3 blocks technically on the day for Vicky Kawaguchi. I guess that one's not a block. Against the nemesis that is Pablo Sanchez. First free throw's up and down, and I'm going to sub in Stretch and Stephanie here in a second. Second of the 2 is up, and that one doesn't even draw iron, so technically that should be a violation. And I'm going to call a timeout, our final timeout of the half. And I'm going to sub in for, let's check the scoreboard here. Jose's got 13, Vicky's got 14, so I'm going to sub both of them, and we're going to have Stretch, Stephanie, and Ahmed fill it out. Yeah, I'll put Stretch at the point. That'll not be very good. And then Ahmed obviously at the forward. He's getting a little tired, but you're playing the divisional round of the playoffs with only a minute left. You better be able to give your 110%. And that is a long pass. Sorry, that one's heading outside the gym, playing hooky. In the school, no less. And that's a nice steal by Stephanie Morgan, jumping in the passing lanes. Stephanie with the wheels. Stephanie tries to get to the baseline. Stephanie puts up a layup, and that one falls. So doing all the work there on that end and that possession for us offensively. Pablo inbound the pass. Dish it out to Stretch at the top of the key. Takes 3 dribbles to his left. Takes path to the lane, and a little knuckleball tornado shot goes up and in off the glass, making it a palindrome, 23 to 53. We've met a lot of those this year, and those are 2 free throw shots for Ahmed. The first one is up, the first one is down, so we haven't hit one in a while, and that one finally goes in. The back end is up, the back end is aired, and he's going to have to end the game with probably 11 points unless we very quickly steal the pass and put one up. Stephanie knocks in a couple more points for herself, and that's going to make it a 33-point drubbing in the final game of the division round playoffs. We're going to be advancing to the conference championship now, taking our pass past Memorial High School gym to things greater than that. Didn't shoot our greatest percentage, but we clinched it, and we're heading to the conference finals on this day, March 12th. Teams renew. Regular season rivalry in playoffs. Oh, I like that. I didn't think the newspaper would get that specific, actually knowing that we were intra-division rivals. In a game for the ages, the Rim Rattlers won the division and clinched home court advantage for the playoffs. We already did. Afterwards, Jacinta Smith said, "Where's the ice cream?" Irrelevant. So, look at our schedule now, obviously heading into the playoffs. The moment of truth, we were playing our nemesis, the Chuckers. The Chuckers came down after a 1-0 deficit, and that rarely happens in the backyard games, to claim 2 of their games of their own, making it a climactic rematch. The only team that we lost to in the regular season will be facing. Keisha Phillips, are you up for it again? Let's see what happens. The Chuckers are a great team defensively. Glad I'm not facing Thor Herring. I can't wait to face him in the Parks Conference Championship round, going for the Parks Conference banner. I'll see you guys then. It's the best of 3 series, and hopefully we can be heading to the BBA championship after that. So let's get going to game 1 next time. Thanks for watching this divisional round against the Jammers.